Well, as a fan of proportional representation voting systems, I would say the one big flaw is the ridiculous, absurd amount of time that is then wasted after an election with government negotiations. There should be a firm 1 month deadline whereby legally another election is then triggered if negotiations aren't done. You focus the mind of politicians, because what you've seen in Austria is slightly farcical in that the party that won the election, that won the most votes, that came first, the Freedom Party, initially were completely frozen out of the negotiations. You saw the negotiations between the Conservatives, who came second, the Social Democrats, who came third, and the Liberals. That fell apart. You then had a new Conservative leader come in, and subsequently negotiations finally begin between them and the Freedom Party, who won the most votes. That has now broken down as well, leaving Austria in uncharted territory here, because you've got the leader there of the Freedom Party saying he wanted to form an efficient federal government to lead Austria back to the top of Europe with a migration policy that protects the interests of our country and its people. But you've seen clearly these negotiations now fall apart. Some reports that there's been friction over who would get the Interior Ministry. The Freedom Party wanting to stop all illegal immigration and saying that the previous government led by the Conservatives had failed on that. They also wanted to be in charge of EU affairs, the Freedom Party, a strongly Eurosceptic party, but the Conservatives saying that Austria must follow a pro-European orientation. So subsequently now you've got the Freedom Party demanding new elections, fresh elections, after these negotiations dragging on for 4 months. That's the longest in Austria's history. And the fact is that since the last election, the problem for the other parties is the Freedom Party, who won that election, have actually increased their lead since the last election. The Conservatives are actually now third, you see there with the Social Democrats in second, but a 12-point lead there for the Freedom Party now, extending their lead since the last election. So of course, guys, I will keep you updated on what happens next. Please do whack this video a quick thumbs up though, it really does help me out. And of course, as ever, cheers for watching.